Ngora igo. Ngora. Ai. Mbuya mano mwana one kiagera kwamanyire ng'ebinto mbia ng'ora nsagasaga bikwanga. Abakoro batebeta tarinje nate.
Starcafé Limited was incorporated in the year 2000 as a result of the coffee crisis we had in the country and on the international market. This led to a lot of disparity in the coffee sector, where farmers were cutting down the coffee chambers as a result of frustration because of the drastic fall in prices. It's from this background that the shareholders of the then Kampala domestic stores incorporated Starcafé to add value to the product. This was seen as something we could have to prevent a hedge against the fluctuating commodity prices on the international market for the non-value added green coffee. That's how Starcafé came to be incorporated. From the start, the vision is to make sure the local communities are empowered, get a fair value from their produce. Kabeya United Farmers Association and Starcafé Limited have enjoyed a very, very unique relationship in that, as opposed to direct land acquisition for plantation agriculture, which involves the movement of communities, the destabilizing of the ecosystem, farm livelihoods. In this type of relationship, you are dealing with the farmer, you are supporting the farmer to have a quality product to which you give a better price, and the farmer is maintaining ownership over his land. These associations, we are like Kabeya Farmers Association. This is a relationship that we are trying to replicate all over the country in our all-inclusive business model, where we are trying to bring on board different agribusiness actors, and we link them with our farmers groups so that they can have like a whole shop of expertise and partners who offer complete solutions for the farmer. Kabeya Farmers Association is a farmers group based in Kabeya County, Kapchora District. This association was formed in the year 2002, originally as Kabeya Youth Farmers Association. We entered into a relationship with them in the year 2009, and we need to have effective control over downstream supply chain. This works in such a way that the farmer has the relevant expertise and quality support logistics necessary for him to accelerate achievement of desired quality specifications. This simply implies that once he's offering the quality product that is required by the market, he's able to get better price for the produce, which means he's going to be able to attend to his household needs and generally having an improvement in his standards of living. In the case of Kabeya Farmers Group, on average, we normally source around between 7 to 10 tons of coffee per season in the 2 seasons that they have in the year. In this sort of arrangement, once the coffee is ready, we negotiate a price which is above the current prevailing market price. Once this is agreed upon, it's communicated, and we agree on the collection of the coffee from the locality. We process the payment, and we offer it to send to the farmers. Then, when it reaches the off-season, we make a bonus payment to the farmers to meet basic household requirements for their needs, partly to tender to the farms. This is how we have been working with these farmers. Because of the need to ensure quality on the farm, we have been doing a lot of initiatives from training, ensuring that the coffee is collected in time because of issues of limited storage, and also how we can generally get involved in their lives as partners, because we want to ensure shared value. What this means is because we realize it has an impact on the quality of produce that you get from the association. Because if a farmer has an urgent problem and he doesn't have any other source of income, because coffee is a seasonal crop and it's the main cash crop in the area. So it means this person, if he has 2 ripe cherries and the rest of the coffee is not ripe, but he has an urgent in what should he do? So if you begin putting yourself in that person's shoes, then you begin getting involved in his whole life and see how you can improve his well-being. That's how we come up with the alternate income generating activities, which we ask the farmers' leadership to propose to us. We look at the feasibility of the project, then we do feasibility, we can do validation, and begin implementing such projects for their well-being. In this case, with the Kaveya Farmers Group, we are implementing a beekeeping project. We got initial product samples of the honey harvest, which we submitted to Uganda National Bureau of Standards laboratories and the government laboratories for testing, and we got the results. We have a partner in the honey processing industry. We are currently implementing this project with him. So these farmers, basically what they're going to be teaching our farmers in Kaveya about the best practice. How can they harvest the honey? How about product development? There are many products that can benefit from honey. All these products will be adding to the household income. Once you're dealing with these farmers, there are issues of land rights in terms of communal projects. Because you realize that in the country we are having a lot of issues of land insurrection. We're trying to make sure the protection of rights of ownership over land is protected, whereby we sign framework agreements with the associations. We make sure this land is vetted. These framework agreements are made to make sure these farmers' rights are protected. And the issues of transparency with the farmers' groups, and these are issues we have tried to address by having open discussions. If there are any issues that they feel the association is not addressing, these issues are addressed in the open so that these issues are sorted out. The household system is not destabilized. That's the unique part of this relationship. You are getting a quality produce, the farmer is getting a good return and maintaining ownership over land. In that, as opposed to direct land acquisition for plantation agriculture, which involves the movement of communities, the destabilizing of the ecosystem, farm livelihoods. In this type of relationship, you are dealing with the farmer, you are supporting the farmer to have a quality product to which you give a better price, and the farmer is maintaining ownership over his land. This is a relationship that we are trying to replicate all over the country, where we are trying to bring on board different agribusiness actors. We link them with our farmers groups. It's like a whole shop of expertise and partners who offer complete solutions for the farmer, because we normally encourage local solutions to the local problems. We are going to replicate this nationwide with our farmers in Western Uganda and Midwestern Uganda. Farmers are benefiting, and actually we are getting out of many well-wishers who are willing to join the associations because of the benefits that I've seen coming from the relationship with Starcafé. The main lessons learned from this partnership for us is that it's very, very, very important to have organized societies. It improves their bargaining power, so they are able to benefit more from their activities. In terms of lobbying for market access, it is very important to maintain relationships like this. This works very well with organized farmers as opposed to dealing with individual farmers or sourcing a product from a middleman. We offer an alternate approach to doing business. It's true, it's possible to promote smallholder farming, to have more women emancipation and more women involvement in economic activities, which means you are trying to uplift the standards of these populations and the voice of the marginalized in society.
I particularly enjoyed the field visit at the Starcafé business model. The reason I enjoyed that is because the farmer told us very interesting things about the work that he did. Of course, it rained a lot that day, so that was very muddy and messy to traipse around the rain, but it was still beautiful to be out there and gain the knowledge.